which one of us is going?
And welcome to Working as Intended, your once weekly Q&A platoon with me and Tragic show. Hope you all enjoyed Team Clash. We wrapped that up over the weekend. Coming into a lot of other new cool stuff you guys have been finding out about. I hope you guys are enjoying the news about the HE changes. We're going to be talking about those a little bit today.
Yeah.
Going to be tuning some. And how you doing, Tragic?
I'm doing pretty good. I feel like the longest work week I've had to date is over because, you know, it's been two weekends that, you know, working essentially noon to midnight, so or past midnight technically, because I stayed up to ceasefire start. So that was 2 o'clock in the morning on yeah. Anyways, so how were your Clash battles, Cabmech? How were your Clash battles?
Good. Very successful, I think.
Nice.
We did end up taking the second place. As Kermit says, we are the two losers.
I made top 3.
Yeah, well done. Podium.
Yeah, I made top 3 at the podium. So that you know, I gotta you know, represent myself. Oh.
So yeah, got the podium finished. That was nice. I really enjoyed 7v7. It's a great mode. I totally understand why people like it. It really feels like you can stretch out and use more of the map. Maps like mines make a lot more sense. 7v7 just feels pretty good.
Yeah, like I've actually talked about this a little bit over the course of the Team Clash stuff, but you know, for me, I would love for ranked to be like that because I would play ranked. Like this is my personal opinion. I always feel like the way that ranked is organized right now just feels like a disorganized clan war battle. Whereas, ooh, geez, you disappeared for a minute. Whereas something like Team Clash felt a little bit more cohesive. So I think that would be cool. I think that would be cool. Otherwise, so I prepared a replay to show you guys just because I wanted to show you an interesting battle. Very interesting battle. I survived and I won. I did 6,000 damage or so, something like that. But I wanted to show you guys this battle because I want you guys to know that you should always play to the end, and you should always play at your best. Your best.
Never surrender.
Never surrender. So I'm gonna skip past the we're gonna skip past the count in. We're gonna kind of scooch past this starting part, but it's a quick battle. It's pretty interesting, I feel like.
In the 268v4.
Mm-hmm.
The entire event.
Yes, the entire event in the Object 268v4. I also you know, yeah, 6k damage. I also only shot AP. There was a couple of battles where I did shoot heat, but I felt like it wasn't doing me any good, so I actually switched back to shooting only AP. It was actually pretty awesome. What? Jeez, Iroh! You're gonna roast me. My goodness.
I see a very tired man and an energetic dinosaur. More tired yesterday. I got a really good night's sleep last night.
Nice.
Very happy.
I also got pretty good sleep yesterday. I slept a lot. Because I didn't sleep a lot during Team Clash.
I don't have a bad sunburn, just some normal rosacea, the curse of the Celts as it is.
Yeah.
We've had some nice weather here recently. Been spending some time outside with the ducks.
Nice.
Walking the dogs. It's been wholesome.
New camera. I don't think it's a new camera. I just think his internet is very stable today.
Yeah, my upload's been increasing lately. I don't know what my ISP's been doing, but I'm happy about it.
I don't know. I mean, did you yell at them? Did you threaten them?
Oh, I didn't threaten them. But I did did ask them if I was paying for their best available service, and then I wasn't impressed by it if that was their best available service. I love that aggressive play right there. That was awesome.
Yeah. No, I really like this tank a lot. I was able to carry hard. This isn't actually the carry part, and I've already racked up 2.3k damage. So, you know, this is just the beginning. This is about, let's see, yeah, this is just about the beginning of this, I think, match for me, because we got my Cranvang friend who is coming in right here. We have Lost and Airg who went to go take care of that T-57 heavy. This is a replay, Benen. I do, Connor. I do have the 3D style, but I don't wear it on my T30 because... You really enjoyed it and you didn't think you would? I feel like a lot of people underestimated how much they would like the mode. So I'm glad a lot of people liked the mode. But yeah, so this is really where I started to shine, I feel like. I kind of knew what these grills were gonna do. It's a real interest. I'm surprised that grill shot so late. I probably should have taken more damage from this guy. But our Cranvang, unfortunately, wasn't really going for, like, actually defending himself against the grills. It was really unfortunate. Yeah, Cab is probably gonna look a little red. I would blame,
I'm just actually red. It's
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
I love my saturation down a little bit, but yeah, and I bet Marcus said it was like negative 52 Celsius where he is.
Yeah, I saw that.
Dry ice freezer.
Yeah, seriously. I like the event not keyed on the players. Yeah, that's fair. I feel like a lot of people didn't know that you could put your regular good crews into the BB tanks, because the BB tanks were essentially premiums, like reward tanks. You could put them in there. So at this point, I'm surrounded by 2 grills. Probably should have taken damage there. I pushed in on the grill because I knew the other grill.
That time.
Yeah, I was firing HE. I tried, mostly because I knew that they were thinly armored. But yeah, I tried pushing a little bit on the grill because I knew that I was gonna have some issue. Here, I got pretty lucky. I just bounced the grill, and then I tracked the grill, and I ram-killed the grill that was going behind me. Got a little bit more damage from ramming, and then, you know, finished him off. Got a little, like, what? 6.3k damage.
A similar game where Buster Brown won the game for destroying an enemy light with his Panzer. It was glorious.
That was such a crazy battle. Those grills, I don't know what they were thinking, but they didn't necessarily do well for their team, unfortunately. So
you don't want to be the grill on Himmelsdorf versus a 268 V4. That is
you don't want to ram one. If that grill hadn't have rammed me, I probably would have lost. But you don't think what?
I don't think they set out to ram you. They just got a bit too close trying to get the flank.
I guess that's fair. That's fair. And anyways, so yeah, that was probably one of the best battles that I had throughout Clash. I definitely had some really high damage games, but otherwise, killed 5 people, 6.3k damage. It was crazy.
I don't think Trangic recorded voice lines in Cantonese or Mandarin, but I could be wrong.
Thanks, Hyper Turtle. Whose team, Jamie? Were you on a cab mix or mine? In any case, thank you guys for all your support. We really appreciate it. We're all here hoping, and we do know that people were wanting to have like CCs, and we're with you. We're with you. I like that. Definitely. Which, by the way, we've been tasked with hydrating.
Oh, good. I got my iced tea right here.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we'll do the bingo stuff after, we'll do bingo after, what's it called?
I did get CC in the form of cream corn.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Need a better avatar pick. Do you mean like commander picture or?
Oh, Haglar Goose hanging out.
Oh my
Oh, good.
goodness. All right, so starting to send out invites for
You're
platooning.
still completed 2.6? Is this the new IS3?
Yes.
I see.
I'm really enjoying this tank a lot. It's probably the only casemate TD I like right now. So, oh, which by the way, I was gonna ask chat, for those of you who are around, what tank, so I'm gonna ask two questions. What tank did you guys put your reward camo on? And then what tank did you guys put your commander on? So put it in one line, so be like, the first tank that you write is the one that you put your camo on, and then the second one that you write is going to be the one that you put your commander on. Of course you did, Connor. I am not surprised. All right. Tier 10, by the way. Tier 10. Sorry about that.
Bean says that he put the cabinet commander in the M46 patent because I heard it was his favorite. That's true.
Nice.
Appreciate it.
You didn't get yours. If you guys haven't gotten it, definitely submit a ticket because a lot of them have gone out. It is a long-ish process. But yeah. Didn't use the camo yet. Didn't make it to the end to get the commander. Oh no, Vesuvian.
Saving it for the Chinese TD. So we were just talking about that. I hadn't seen any in queue, so I researched the Chinese tank destroyer line, and I actually busted out the tier 10 in a couple team class matches, and it honestly did. You know, you put a turbo on it, and you just have fun. That's my attitude towards all tanks now. You just put a turbo on it, it'll be fun.
Whip says, stop messing with HE shells, work on maps instead. I will say that's different teams, my dude. I don't know what else to tell you. There's not much else to tell you. Ooh, Commander Sheridan and M6. Oh, and your okay. Iron Ladybug. I ran into you a couple times while we were playing. Still entertaining the troops. Nice.
Sorry, Catback, but you're going to be in a Chinese TD. Hey, I'll take it.
Top 3, boys.
Let's get this show on the road.
It's so weird hearing my voice in game. It's crazy. Oop! Ah! What is happening? Oh my god. I'm not. Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
Of course, this is hire more than one part-time guy who also has to sweep the floor to work on maps. We have a whole team. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there is a lot of detail in our maps. They take a lot of work.
Mm-hmm. And the guy who's modeling the maps is almost definitely not working on mechanics, guaranteed. So.
Oh, snipe the EBR. Nice. I did not lose. I merely failed to win, according to Blobbert.
Oh, jeez. Ah. Oy. Oy, 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 oy.
I feel like we can be a little more aggressive.
Yeah. I always want to be aggressive now.
And Max says, sorry, but didn't get to play enough to get either. Work gets in the way and having fun, so have some bacon while I go plow snow in my dump truck. Hey, I know the plow life. One of my close friends does some plowing in Wisconsin, and he has weeks in the winter where he has no work, and he has weeks where he works 22 hours a day.
Jeez. My goodness.
And so if the snow's falling, he's making money, so.
Oh, sorry. I definitely turned my game sounds down pretty low.
Woody says,
Sorry
what's your
about that.
favorite Tier X cab mech? Gosh, I don't know, actually. I switch up a lot.
Blobbert, what have you done, my friends? Oh, that was a little too aggressive. A little too aggressive.
I mean, you keep
Well,
around
that
with
did
this
not
stupid-
work. No, it did not, unfortunately.
Pusher says, map team may be great people, but companies come out with entire games and the time it takes that team to come out with 2 maps. I mean, yeah, that's theoretically true. People write games in an afternoon. It's not really a great metric.
Oh, jeez. What? How is there an IS-4 there? I don't know, actually. Also, ow.
So is your favorite Tier 10 the 268 V4 now?
No, but it's definitely my favorite TD.
What's your favorite Tier 10?
T-57. Still. It's always been T-57. Oh, jeez!
Are you doing the astronaut
Ah!
meme? The one astronaut's behind the other astronaut with a handgun? It was the whole time.
Penetrate.
Jimmy K says,
Yeah.
I put cabbage in a bikini, drinking a margarita. Hey, it sounds like I'm having a good time.
Jeez. That's a little concerning, not gonna lie. Oh, jeez. No! Ha! Bounced. Heh.
Cranky Monkey says that he didn't have enough time to get levels either. Will there be other opportunities to
Ooh, nice. I got a fire.
probably in the future, yeah. I don't know what exactly it'll look like, but there will probably be opportunities in the future. It might be the next similar event. Hopefully
Oh
soon.
no! Oh, by the way, your crisp is off. FYI, because I can hear myself.
I can hear you talking over me a lot too.
What? Wow! Yeah, fair.
The 261 is in the. But how is the Ram Panzer not seeing him? He's got to be there.
Does he have to be? I don't think that's entirely true.
I didn't know that was an option, to be honest, Lady May, but that guy said it, so it must be true. No one would just lie on the internet, right?
No one lies on the internet. Who lies on the internet? That sounds terrible.
Making
Ah,
Swiss
jeez. Making Swiss cheese. Crazy. Crazy.
Left Shoe says T-57
Insane.
is fast becoming a tank I play. Not well, but that doesn't stop me. Yeah, that's
Oh,
okay. You're in the
jeez.
company of a lot of T-57 players.
Help. 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 No. No. Oh, no.
This is gonna be expensive.
26. How I do not
It is
understand.
gonna be expensive.
This Panzer is not spawning a 261. He's got to be in that bush right there. I'm just gonna spam it. Nope, not that
Maybe
one.
because he's small?
I don't know. It's a tier 10 Soviet SPG. I don't think he's that small.
The SPG? How does it, what? How would it be over there? Wouldn't
I
it
don't
be like right here?
I have
I'm
no
pretty
idea.
sure he's right there.
All I know is I was getting literally ruined by it. I lost almost all of my hit points to it, and our Panzer wagon could not spawn.
What makes the T-57 worth it? It has a really nice interclip reload, especially for a tier 10 auto-loading, auto-loading heavy. It
My
can
favorite
clip
thing
out a
about it-
lot of tanks.
What makes it worth it to me is that when somebody pushes on you, and then you finish loading just as they push around the corner,
Yeah.
just the moment of they take the first shot and realize they screwed up. That's what makes it worth it to me. And the Snoopy
Yeah.
style. The Snoopy 3D style is awesome.
Which, speaking of, I'll play it. I'll play it. That way we can see the thing. We're gonna invite Uncle Iroh. There we go. All right, invite is going out.
There should be threads on the subreddit and official threads on the forums, and honestly, you can make your own if you want. I promise if you post on the subreddit or the forums, we will get it. Domo is out there waiting for it.
How do I get my credits back from Wargaming? What are you talking about? What you mean? What you mean, Hero Brian? Yeah, I actually do have the T57 3D style, and I do actually run it on my T57 Heavy because I really like the I really like that one. I like the 3D style for the T57 Heavy because I don't know what else I would put on it.
Because it has Snoopy on it.
It does, but it's not Snoopy because else we would get in a lot of trouble. It very much looks like a dog that could.
It's
Anyways.
not the peanut Snoopy. It's a different Snoopy.
Sure. Yes. True. All right. 210 counted.
Or Playa.
There we go.
Says condolences for your loss in the team clash. Oh, we'll get through it somehow. I think.
I made it to the podium. Top three.
We all finished top 3, so that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. I'm actually pretty pumped about that. A T57 in a wolf pack can make Swiss cheese out of so many tanks. True. True. You sold your tier 10 that you worked so hard to get. Did you go and into what? I mean, you should be able to recover it, right? No? Yes? No? Maybe? Why are we getting Red Shire? What is with the Red Shire games?
Vehicle recovery tool in the clients to restore that.
It's true, Connor. I was the first team in NA history to get 3rd place in Team Clash.
7 records.
Yeah. No worries, TJ. No worries. Shh. That.
We get Siegfried line back to back.
Yeah, we did.
Rough.
That's what we get for changing tanks. That's what we get. This is Redshire or Siegfried line. Why did I call it Redshire? My bad. Oops. That's my fault.
Trees, you know.
No, I can't seem to recover it. You're gonna have to probably purchase it back.
Using the vehicle recovery tool.
Yeah. When did you sell it? And how did you accidentally sell it? That's a good question. How'd you sell it, my friends?
If you ever sold it, it'll appear in the VRT. It won't disappear from there. If you're having an issue beyond that, you're probably gonna have to put in a customer support ticket so they can do an investigation. It sounds like something weirder might be going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't get too worried in the standings, guys. I mean, at the end of the day, the difference between the teams is one skill. It's not a big deal. I mean, and the bragging rights, which are cool, but it's one skill. It's not a big deal.
Hey. I gotta back up now.
But for real, and Tragic did as well. But shout out to Commander F, who's not here for this stream, who was either playing with people on Twitch streams or streaming in the official Discord the entire time the event was open.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible commitment to the event.
I don't think I've ever streamed more. Actually, that was like I said, it was the longest week I've ever had since joining Wargaming. Yes, absolutely. Well, yes. It was because of COVID. There was no way for us to safely work with our CCs and get them to recording studios, get them to photography studios in a safe way. I know people are like, oh, you know, what about EU and CIS? Like, they've had Team Clash before, and
Well,
you
also
know,
the pandemic was in very different stages than EU and NA at the
yeah,
time.
that too.
Yeah, I mean we've explained
Yeah,
it. The event was what it was. If you enjoyed it, great. If not, we'll try and do better next time.
yeah,
We're definitely gonna try and do CCs next time around, though.
yeah.
Anthony says she was in the Discord. It was a blast. Good to hear. I know a lot of people were kind of like they were a little salty because Commander F's new to the game. She's like she barely plays the game. She's been working with us for less than a year, and she really has committed to learning the game, folks. And by the way, she's a very serious gamer too. She's a great Counter-Strike player.
Yeah.
I wasn't happy with everything that was being said during the event. I think people could stand to be a little more mature. But
Ouch.
all things together, I think
Everything hurts.
And how about
Ow.
having the 77 with no chieftains and no 279Es? I know it's pretty nice.
Oh no, you're all good. It's like we did get a lot of really good feedback about the event, and you know, definitely we'll make an effort to make sure that your team clash next year is good and fun.
It was a vocal minority. Most people were definitely very cool.
Yeah. A lot less toxic in chat too. Yeah, I had a game with someone who got really, really angry because I was sitting behind them and they were in the FV 4005. I thought they were gonna back up so that way I could, so they could bait out this tank that was around the corner. They didn't back up and died at the corner, and you know, I pushed in and killed the tank, and they got real mad at me, and they messaged me afterwards, and they were like, or actually, they didn't message me until like a few games later or something like that, and they were like, I didn't realize it was you, I'm really sorry, like, we all have bad games sometimes, and I was just like, man, like, you know, even though it's me, like, don't do that to anyone else either. Like, that's not cool. It's not okay.
Let's play some non-tier 10 if we can. Or
Yeah,
let people
I'm
choose.
down. I'm down.
I haven't played enough tier 10 for a while.
Yeah.
First.
No, you're all good. Alright, up next.
I did see, Connor said 77 is big epic over 15 and 15. Cliffy said cross-team chat would be fun in that mode. For sure. And then Skeeter said, I enjoyed World of Tanks and I hosting different CCs. Yeah, shout out to Tragic and Doma for coordinating all that. And it was awesome to have so many different CCs stream to our official channel, and then we were able to link back to theirs. So I hope you guys discovered people like Warchild, Jimmy Crib, Grizzly. We had a lot of great streamers stream to our channel, and hopefully you...
Which, by the way, hydrate or dihydrate. So, I don't know if you guys saw our announcements, but during the final weekend, we did extend the amount of times that you could complete the daily missions in random battles. And that should have been able to give you, at the very least, a good boost to level 10. So daytime hours would have made it even better. I mean, it's all about, you know, keeping prime time. Oh, insanely average put me commander in the STRV. Nice. All right, dropping in. Ooh, sorry, tier 6. Get ready. You got to level 31. What did you guys make it to? I want to see, like, if you guys got past level 10, what did you make it to? 18, 14, 14, 17, 33, 16, nice, 15, 22, 15.
Oh, Connor put in time.
21, 12, 21, 14, 13. I made it to, I think it was level 54 is what
I
I
will
made
say
it to.
it was easier for our teams to level than it was for Commander AF's team to level because we had pretty
Yeah.
much instant queue time. Somebody mentioned that doing 4 would have been better because it would have kept times more equal. That is
Yeah.
potentially true. Again, the decision to limit to 3 was one of many decisions about the event that were limited by the COVID situation at the time we were
Yeah.
preparing the event.
The play was getting a little goofy, lots of YOLO. I feel
But
like I didn't get too many people,
7v7
like, YOLOing.
well, 7v7 is just more aggressive in general because you can afford it.
Cap
That's one of
team
the nice things
size.
about 7v7 is you can like do more aggressive things without getting punished by people, uh, you know, sitting by bush for the first 5 minutes.
Nah, cranky. I mean, you know, I I very obviously it was part of my work to participate in Team Clash. So I got pretty high in levels. It didn't I think I got to level 10 in the first day.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I did. And
Yeah, I think we probably maybe even further than that for both of us.
yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. Crazy how many battles I played. But no,
Steve said, "You do this again, you should have a sign up period. After that, people get assigned to teams and try to balance rosters." Our Commander F had 54% of players. No one had a chance against those odds. Yeah, there were the coefficients to try and balance out the players. So I guess like my feedback on this is in this specific case, the stakes for actually winning the event weren't super high. So I think if we do it another one where maybe the stakes are higher, more time being put on the team balancing would be a great idea for sure.
yeah.
But we don't want to like artificially equalize the teams either in this case.
Yeah, I feel like that would, you know, limit people from choosing the person that they actually want to play.
The reward's different, yeah.
Yeah, I see. My thing is, I think we should keep the whole event the same, except for one thing. I feel like that commander skills should be tied to your personal progression. Like leave being able to earn your commander to like, you know, team level 10 and personal level 10, but like put the cap for how many skills you get. Make that based on your personal progression instead of like something else. You know what I mean? I think it'd be great.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I do. I think I agree.
Yeah.
That would have been cooler to reward the people who
You
put in
know,
the most.
yeah, because you know you put in the time, but also on top of that, it makes it so that people can pick whoever that they want to, and the teams will be like basically close to even. But also on top of that, like you'll still get the commander as long as you make it to level 10, but you know, it'll keep in mind essentially like not making one team get piled on because everyone's just like, well, you know, this is the one that's gonna get the better commander, so might as well do this. So I don't know. Let it run the full 24 hours. But that's an issue with like, you know, keeping queue times lower. I know y'all are gonna be like, oh, but you know, the queue times for Commander AF were really long anyways. That's just due to team size, but with if it was just like what's it called? Goodness gracious.
Uh-oh. Match is turning on
I
us.
forgot. Oh, I got distracted and now I forget what I'm talking about. Jeez. Aw. But yeah, you know, it would keep people from piling onto one team, and it'd make it so that everybody still gets a commander, but it's not like people are gonna pile on because that team is the only team that's gonna, you know, get a good commander. So I
Yeah,
don't
like
know.
I said, the piling on thing again, for like it's like the discrepancy between the winning team and the non-winning teams for me is so so small that I just don't understand why you would do that.
Yeah.
Like you should just pick whatever team you wanted the reward most from, and it'll be
Yeah.
fine. But I do hope we'll have more opportunities. And again, for me, I think the biggest appeal is being able to play 7v7. I just think
Yeah.
it's always fun to play 7v7
I
for me.
want more 7v7 modes.
What's up, kid?
I want
Rainbow-
our modes. Hey, I found the Artie. Why is the Artie there? That's
Hey,
crazy.
Dad, how's it going? Extreme Valid says don't release standings until after registration closes. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's not. It's not a bad idea. But also, like, I feel like that makes it where people will, like, coordinate on different platforms. There's just, like, a couple things that I'd like to see that I feel like would make it real good. But, you know, those are personal opinions, so. And I should have been able to pick from EU streamers. I mean, I would prefer to have, like, NACCs. That's the whole of it. You know, I like being able to have NA as its own region. Like, yes, there are very popular EU streamers, but I would love to feature and promote our NACCs, so.
I would like to make the EUCCs available for the people who want them, but yeah, I'd rather do
Yeah.
NACCs. But I mean, everyone loves Sarkon, I get it.
Yeah. How long till you three become a loot? A loot? What do you
I think
mean?
we technically are already loot. We've
Yeah.
been lootified.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people, like the epic drops are really rare, and we definitely have gotten feedback on the drops. Oh yeah,
The term epic is taken very literally.
I forgot I had drops the word banned, from chat. Guys, the word drops is banned from chat because I don't want, like, drops bots just, like, dropping in.
When it's not been banned, there's been a lot of spam of it.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, you can replace the word with something else. You can literally use any other word for it. You could say loot, you guys can say, like, drops, but replace the O with a 0, anything else. But
Drips is more appropriate.
drips. That's true. Oh no. Oh no. Our poor artillery.
I'm gonna survive this.
Yeah. Freebies. Drapes. Drips. Droops. For those of us who don't play tier 10s, this is really disappointing. Oh no. Why is it disappointing, Richard?
Sir Contraband says, your good buddy Sir Contraband chose you. Don't know what tank to put you in. Any suggestion? Hey, any American heavy or medium would be great. I love the M56 Scorpion too. Definitely prefer American tanks, but you know, whatever will be best for you would be great.
Alrighty, thank you for the platoon insanely. Up next we have Talk to Me Goose. Cedric says, I won't touch the crew and never implement 2.0. I'll never bring that HE rework, but I did something for the APCR that's too OP. APCR isn't solely a special round. There are tanks that have APCR that are the standard round. So
yeah, I mean you have Heat and Hesh. And
yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm not trying to divert the conversation. People that have a ton of credit just spam it nonstop while we play stock tanks. I mean, we're definitely trying to, like, go towards making sure that people, you know, switch between shells and use the most, what's it called? Use the most relevant shell for a certain situation. So I want to Plop for my PT. Ooh, okay, tier 9. Guess what I'm picking, guys?
Is it a T30?
Yeah, it is.
How did I know?
Have you tried HE on the test server? I personally haven't. I'm gonna download it after the stream. But all right, dropping in. 4, 3.
I did like how
2,
the type of tanks was always balanced in Team Clash. Yeah. Some
Did I?
people didn't know this. I saw some people getting mad. They're like, you brought a light tank to Team Clash, and it's like that they have a light too. It's equal.
Am I ever gonna get the 279E? No. I
Yeah,
don't.
that's a-
I don't think I have it. Yeah, I don't.
It's a tough set of missions.
It's a
If you get
sandbox
caught right,
server.
you're gonna get banned. So
Yeah.
something to think about.
Sandbox should be a pretty sizable download, unfortunately, because it's essentially downloading the whole game over again, but with some changes to the mechanics of
It's a
AG.
whole nother World of Tanks client. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
it's moving to build those sandboxes or the common tests out.
Most of the time they got one shot. Yeah. I mean, with having a light tank and an artillery piece in the same match, with only 7 tanks, like, you can't really stop a push from a light tank unless you, like, stick with your, if you stick with your, arty. But that's not helpful to your team, unfortunately.
Some people got confused with the HE test and were firing gold with, like firing gold on the sandbox. That happens every time we do a test.
Yeah.
Actually, people just like, hey, I can choose as much gold as I want.
Yeah. We get the commander for first place for team clash. The commanders are being credited. If you haven't gotten it yet, I would possibly submit a ticket. Generally, I believe most, if not all, have gone out, so...
Yeah, if you
for
haven't
sure.
received it yet, you should receive it by the end of today. They're going out in waves.
Enemy hit.
Ah.
Let's find
Oh,
another
jeez.
target. Track hit.
Why test with H4 and HE? What?
Also, he says, which one were you reading?
I was reading Warp's comment. Like, I couldn't quite catch all of it though.
Elphick says the HE just seems odd because I was a real tinker. The HE test almost seems like an SAP round. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely being approached more from a game balance than a realism perspective. I think we mentioned on the stream before that there was a conscious decision made fairly recently among the dev team to start really focusing on gameplay over realism, which isn't to say we want to abandon realism, but in situations where we feel like making a non-realistic choice will make for a better gameplay experience, we're not going to be as hesitant to do that.
Okay, I'm just getting wrecked here. Oh no, this is not good.
Obviously, World of Tanks is not a
jeez.
thing in there, but
Oh no, this is bad. Ouch. Yeah.
This vehicle has had it.
I think if it was just no rentals, except the thing is, I don't think that the devs wanted to keep a fun mode away from people who are new. I think that would be not really that great. Not really that great.
yeah, I understand some of the frustration about players who don't have a ton of experience playing tier 10s in the mode, but like Tragic said, it was
a fun
pretty much
mode. Like,
to be a fun mode.
your stats didn't save for it, so it's just like, it was a fun mode. You got to play. You didn't have to care about whether or not you did good. Like, yeah, definitely you get more points when you win, but realistically, like, it's the whole of your team that's contributing. It's not like you're carrying your whole entire like Team Clash team. You're not earning points for all whatever amount is on your chose your commander. So
And then one thing I know a lot of people, not necessarily new players, but players who've been playing for a while, use the Team Clash rentals as an opportunity to try out some lines they hadn't messed with before. You know, you had the Leopard, the T110E5, the what else am I forgetting? The 277. A lot of opportunities to try out some tier 10s. Maybe you have 2 or 3 tier 10s, but didn't have one of those. So I think we had one guy that I platooned with in the Discord who put up 6k damage in his first game ever in the
wow,
Leopard.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually made a lot of credits in Team Clash because I wasn't firing any special rounds. I didn't fire any heat out of my 268v4. I only had AP rounds. Oh jeez, Bubba. First game in my Leopard got me ammo racked. Oof, big oof. Yeah, definitely. It was really nice to see that people put some of their lower trained crews into their BB tanks. Which, by the way, just to clarify, because I had a bunch of people were asking me, like, what does the BB in for the BB tank stand for? In CIS, the first year that Team Clash ran, it was called Battle of Bloggers. So BB stands for Battle of Bloggers. So. Cheaped out on ammo? No, I didn't cheap out on ammo. I just didn't think that it was necessary for me to fire anything other than AP, so. Full purple equipment, yeah, same.
Oh, the 268v4 is so low.
Oof.
I want him to die. I mean, have his vehicle destroyed. I want his vehicle
Only
to be
messing with
destroyed.
you. Oh, well, psh. Out of battle bots.
No, my shell went over him.
Oh my goodness.
The reticle was only like 4% over him. And it hit. Gunner, why? I'm so sorry, Goose. My gunner did
Big
not want
oof.
to survive.
My favorite part about this is you have the Doge camo on this
Well,
tank.
yeah.
If you know how to aim, no need for gold ammo. I mean, yes and no. There are definitely tanks where, you know, parts of where you're trying to fire is going to be like a 50-50, and for some people they don't want that 50-50. They want like that 80% chance to pen versus like anything else. All right, anyways, back to garage. Did Goose look out the window again? I mean, did he? War God says, I'm in a dinosaur onesie too. I am an actual dinosaur, so...
Sir Contraband says, hey, got any news on Meathead? I missed one time he jumped in a game with Platoon and Tongs. They were an XP Pinata. Those were the days. Meathead's still doing well. He's pretty busy with work. He works for a new game company now. He's over at Glue Mobile, which you may have heard just got bought by EA.
Yeah, I saw that. Crazy.
My understanding is good news for everyone involved. Yeah, he's over there staying busy. He still plays tanks from time to time, and he still streams from time to time. Yeah. You can catch him on Twitter and Twitch as Meathead Militia, just like you spelled in your comment.
I'm a giant asteroid onesie. You guys better watch out. Jeez, that sounds like a threat. 90 Furious.
It would be funny if all of your voice lines were dinosaur roars.
It would be.
90 Furious is correct.
Yeah, that would have been funny. Unfortunately, we had to. By the way, hydrate.
Okay. First, I have to pick hydrate.
Yeah. And we had to make sure the lines made sense for the like action or the in-game action. So, you know, like like roaring would not make sense, unfortunately. So, all right, tier 6 count in.
What level did you guys unlock in Clash? I hit 30. I think Tragic hit like 37, 38.
I hit 54, my friends.
54?
54, yeah. I posted, I think I posted it in the Team Clash chat. I hit like level 54. It's somewhere in there. Oh, I also posted, not all of them because I didn't want to spam the chat even more, but I posted what my replays folder looked like. Just full of 268v4 over and over again. It was crazy. Oh geez. I can't find. Okay, anyways. If you guys want to find it, you can, but I hit a pretty high level in Team Clash. Alright. Counting down for tier 6. Let's see. Before, and after. I mean, some of the voice lines are like super short, unfortunately, but it would have been a good idea. Also, cream corn jokes and cream corn came much after we had finished doing all of our line recording.
True.
So yeah.
G-Max, as a Goose Commander would say, we've damaged them. Sorry.
Sorry. Oh, jeez. Tier 6. Heck yeah, tier 6. Eat more cream corn. You know, people keep... So, it was sweet cream corn, okay? Okay?
Yeah, that makes it better.
It does, because, like, standard cream corn just tastes like corn, whereas sweet cream corn tastes different.
I think people were just concerned for your welfare.
Totally
They wanted to make
understandable.
sure that you were, you know,
Totally
you have stock
understandable.
pantry and...
I mean, I was just eating snacks, you know? I was just doing it for the snacks. Pickled sweet cream corn. Ugh. Why would you pickle it? I feel like that would be ruining the cream corn.
Pickling is good. Oh! Oh! Deleted!
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Sugar? Possibly? I wouldn't be surprised, not gonna lie. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a little bit of... Except the thing is, like, what would have heating it up have done? It would have just made it warm. It doesn't change the taste of the cream corn. Yeah, it was also sweet Asian cream corn. So, hot pickled corn. Oh gosh, y'all. See, I feel like y'all are missing out because you're not eating sweet cream corn. It's delicious. I'll tell you what.
Well, this bishop needs to find a new hobby other than just shooting me over and over again.
Why? But you're in the perfect place to be shot at.
That thing reloads fast.
Yeah, you guys are so judgmental about corn. Oh my goodness. Cream of mushroom? I love cream of mushroom soup. Oh hey, the bishop shot me this time.
Hey, there we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Progress.
I just realized you're parked yourself pretty close to where I was. So, I feel like I should start blaming you for any, arty that comes my way.
Oh yeah, it's my fault. Authority
It
issue.
is. It is absolutely your fault, you know? Oh no. That hurts. That hurts, dude. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot. Don't shoot, tragic.
How's he
It's
even
the
hit?
source of vitamins.
He moved!
Cream corn
moved
as a
to
side
shoot
is
me
a
more.
staple.
Bishop's gonna shoot you, watch out.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think you shot.
Yeah,
Shot
Bishop can't
player.
really reach me, I don't think.
I
Not from
think he
here.
can,
Can he? From here? Mm.
but he's too busy shooting the
Oh.
cavalry.
It's Dio. Dio. Wow. Oh no. My radio man is down.
Robert says, any updates on the totally legitimate market commonly found in the shadows?
Huh?
Nope.
What's that? I have no idea what you mean, friends. No, not a clue.
That is a satellite dish on the back of the turret, I believe. No, that's an Aquila, actually.
A what?
An Aquila, an Imperial Eagle. Because it's a Warhammer skin.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oof.
Most
Rip that
dangerous
guy.
occupation, a Russian radio operator. Yeah, you can say that again. Nobody's coming to medkit you when you go down. Only chance you got is if there's a large medkit and somebody more important goes down with you.
Dang. Was the label on the corn blurred out? No. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. But I did figure out what brand it was. It's Huntsy brand. Very delicious. Would recommend 10 out of 10. If you don't try the sweet Asian cream corn, I feel bad for you.
World of Corn.
World of corn. World.
What do you guys think about the balance of corn?
The balance of corn.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on corn balance?
Corn balance. I feel like not enough people. Oh geez.
Bane Roos says, when are we getting the Mordian 3D style for the French PDR again? I am not sure. That's a good question.
Ouch.
Actually.
Oh hey.
Where have any plans?
No.
That was fun.
Oh jeez.
got
Wait,
Bishop.
did you shoot that VK too?
I
No.
shot the T-34-85.
Okay. Oh jeez. Oh, I'm sorry, VK. I
got deleted around
ruined
the same time.
Russia. That snap. You're right? Oh jeez. Oh jeez. All right. While y'all are doing that, I'm going to hydrate again. I'm actually going to go through the I just realized that there were some platoon queue requests. I'm sorry, Dino. I'm gonna refund you yours. And also, not void. I'm also gonna refund yours. And, Herobrine, I'm also gonna refund yours.
No! Oh, I hit the wall! R.I.P.
Actually, I'm refunding all of them. What makes it Asian? No, it's an Asian brand. That's what makes it Asian. Oh no! R.I.P. Oh jeez.
Exclamation point corn.
Yes, it's the Italian stuff. We're gonna have the Italian stuff until the 21st of this month. Oh, I didn't. Sorry, guys. I didn't include that in the title today. But yes, our drops today are definitely of the Italian type. On that note, so I am going to do some of these selections for bingo. All right. There we go. That one. All right. Those two are complete. Ooh, hiccups.
It's in time.
Thanks. Okay. Let's do... Alright, see what we're... Warp! Ooh! What's with the hiccups? Oh my god. Sure.
You doing okay there?
Yeah, I am. Oh my gosh. Why? Why am I? Whew. Okay, got it.
It was a
I'm
fierce
good.
hiccup attack.
Those were. All right. Actually, let's do 2d5 because that'll give me 2 rows. So, row 1, column 2, row 1, column 2, and then row 3, column 5. All right, those are done. I'm gonna do another one. I should be watching someone who's actually doing things. All right, do another 2d5. All right, that is row 4,
Oh,
column 2.
okay.
Yeah, I am. Row 4, column 2, and then somebody requested row 4 again. Row 4, column 3. Perfecto. All right.
Does that mean they win?
No,
Boo.
not yet. All right. So we're gonna do another roll. 10d5.
David on Facebook says, when will all maps be back? Well, we're not withholding any maps. So you're referring to like Port, or I guess Swamp still isn't back, right? So we have maps in the pipeline that are being built in the new Midgard probably is not coming back. Sorry, guys.
All
But
right.
we do have some other maps that are in the updates to the new render pipeline.
Okay. With that, I believe we are all caught up on bingo. So we're gonna do the reveal. You guys ready? Let's see what you guys got. So close to bingo today, guys. You missed 4-5. 4-5.
We've got
That would have gotten you bingo.
Island,
RIP.
Summer, Graf Zeppelin, and Ivanovka, New Ivanovka, all currently in development. So
Alright.
more maps on the horizon.
Up next in our platoon queue, we have Not Void. Not Void. Is that your in-game? Ah, okay. Pro Nissan fan.
Truman says, just here, what's the opinion on the HE? What are the differences? Well, your best bet to read the differences is to go read the Sandbox article, which I'll post. But the idea is to try and make the skill cap on using HE a little higher, I believe. One thing I do want to clarify to folks is that vehicles that have large barrels and are derp vehicles, as we call them, stuff like the M4 Sherman, the KV2, they are going to be balanced a little differently than the average HE.
So, I can give a quick and dirty rundown on the biggest changes. Some of the biggest changes between Sandbox and how HE works now is currently in World of Tanks, in the live server, the way that HE works is when you fire it and it hits a tank, the explosion is a circle, and the fragments of that are what do the damage, essentially. Whereas, let's say... What? Oh, I was trying to find a tank. Whereas... on the Sandbox server, the way that it works is the HE will try to penetrate the armor, and regardless if it penetrates or not, essentially spalling is what's going to do damage. And essentially that means when it hits, like, right now it explodes on the outside, but in the Sandbox server, it kind of shreds on the inside. So you'll still do things like kill crew and whatnot. However, if you have something like spaced armor, it'll still try and penetrate through the spaced armor. And if it penetrates through the spaced armor, it'll try to go through the standard armor. And if it doesn't go through the standard armor, then the spalling will do the damage. But if it does penetrate, then it'll just do damage as it should. So essentially, if you hit spaced armor, and if you hit spaced armor and it penetrates the spaced armor but doesn't penetrate the armor of the tank, it won't do any damage. So, spaced armor will definitely have some nice solid, what's it called? Some nice... I don't think HE for Artie is being worked on in this. I think it's only...
RDA changes are in development, but it will be tested separately than the current Sandbox.
Yeah.
So
HE
I
is...
mean, really, somebody's calling it HE nerf. I mean, a lot of it is going to be where you land the HE shell is going to matter a lot more now than it previously did. Like Tragic said, it's going to cause spalling in the area that it hits. Yeah. So if you can actually hit an area that has a critical module or a critical crew member, you're going to have a much higher chance of damaging that specific module or crew member.
Yeah, tracks do count as spaced armor, as they always have. But also the thing is, it's going to, like, HE shells are going to work exactly like AP shells when it comes to HE shells hitting tracks, because you can hit track and you can completely miss the hull. So the HE has to go through the track, and then it has to hit the hull to do damage. So, you know, it will act more like a standard round. So, all right, dropping in. So we're gonna do a count in. Tier 7.
And that said, spaced armor is still going to be pretty effective against HE. It depends on where you're hitting the spaced armor. So the going through the spaced armor takes some of the HE shell's penetration value away. And if you actually hit armor beyond it, and the penetration value is higher, is lower than the armor value where you hit through the spaced armor, it'll actually do no damage. So I don't know if calling it a straight nerf is right. I mean, I guess it's arguably a nerf if one of your primary strategies for dealing with super heavies is to just shoot HE at their turret. It is a nerf to that strategy specifically, which I think is how a lot of people use HE. So
yeah,
I can that. But it will have it's going to allow for more precise use of HE for specific reasons. So I do think people are going to find some interesting ways to use the new mechanics for their to their advantage.
Yeah. Isn't it about time for someone's allergies to kick in, or a sneeze or something? It might be. I don't know. Maybe after this game. Maybe after this game, guys. Step-by-step missions not being available. Interesting. Yeah, we'll pass that on.
Invalid targets.
No invalids.
Changes are going through as is. No, there absolutely could still be changes. There's a reason we're doing the sandbox. Feedback matters. The results of the tests matter as far as the performance. Although, as many of you have pointed out, the amount of gold spam might cause some problems with that. But please, if you're curious at all, please go check it out and let us know what you think. We're happy to hear your feedback on it.
No, there are no, as far as I know, there are no changes to Artie on the Sandbox server right now, so...
They'll be tested completely separately.
Yeah, so, nothing on that front yet, guys. Nothing on that front yet.
Where did Chieftain go? If you're talking about Nicholas the Chieftain Morin, he's currently on a army duty stint right now, but he will be back in the near future.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, he's keeping it pretty quiet, but Chieftain just got promoted to Lieutenant Colonel.
Ooh, fancy.
How awesome is that?
That's super fancy, I think. Yeah, next iteration, I believe, will have crew, Artie, and changes to HE mechanics. If I'm not wrong, if I read the article correctly. There is an article on the changes that are being tested in Sandbox, by the way.
I posted it already.
So if you haven't checked... If you haven't checked the article yet, you really should.
Yeah, it has animations and everything,
Oh,
folks.
jeez. Did you fire what? Were you spotted and behind me?
No,
Did you get spotted?
maybe.
You sat behind me while you were spotted, and I got shot at
I was not
by
behind
the
you.
Tiger P.
I
So
was
that
in
is
front of you.
all. You were behind me. What are you talking
The shell
about?
just happened to miss me and hit you.
Oh my gosh. You were absolutely behind me.
I'm,
were
I'm in front of you.
Well, now you are, but previously you were definitely in front
I've
of
been at
me.
this bush the whole time.
You backed up behind me. I saw that. Stream saw that.
I backed up from here to here and no further.
Lies. I saw you right there. You were in the bush behind me.
Wasn't me.
I blame you.
It's clearly
I blame
somebody.
you for the damage that I took from that Tiger P. See? Chat knows. Chat knows.
All I see is Go Team Cabbage.
Wow, you're... Do you have, your glasses? You do have your... You need to get new glasses, my friend. Because, no one's saying that.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Right there.
Nope. 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 Then you need better glasses, because, there are definitely more... more... Oh, jeez. I spotted-
exactly-
Ow! Okay, that one was my fault, for sure. Oh, jeez. This is not good.
Yeah, how's it my fault? The enemy missed
Bleeding.
me and hit you.
Because you were sitting behind me! You dingus!
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
Fix my radio? I don't need to fix my radio. Why do I need to fix my radio? I have
No, we
friends
lost
near
our
me.
Nissan fan.
The only time fixing my radio would be necessary is if I had no friends around me.
Oh, wait, shout out to Pro Nissan fan. It's been a bit of a tough era to be a Nissan fan in.
Because it's broken. Don't you like... Not anymore. Not anymore. And also, I can't blame him. Like, we did have to balance out teams. In terms of which CCs. All our CCs generally got to pick whose team they wanted to be on, but and there were some CCs who were okay with being a free agent, essentially getting put onto different teams. And after all was said and done, we needed one more on a different team, and Goose had to bite the bullet, so to say.
Join the better team.
Nah, I wouldn't say the better team. Clearly he wanted to be on my team. He was forced to join your team.
Yeah, it was against his will and everything.
Yeah. It was a... Ah, jeez! I'm getting shot at.
I mean, basically what happened is it was like, we went into
Oh,
the office with a
jeez.
minor league baseball player and
Oh,
we said,
no.
"Look, we got to call you up to the pros. I know you want to stay in the minor leagues, but we need you in the pros." And
Oh my gosh.
that's where you went.
This G-Store. Has this G-Store not killed me yet? Woo! Oh, ho, ho, ho. He was forced into being a trader? No, he really wanted to be on my team with him and his buds, but points per game ratio, maybe, I don't know. We actually checked early on. I actually asked our product manager to check the win rates, and I will say that Cabs was higher than mine, unfortunately, or at least at the beginning. But after that, who knows?
It
Who
was
knows?
a
I feel
solid
like
2% lead, folks. We held it the whole time.
we
Good
did
job,
not
Team
even
Cabin.
check after
Good
that.
job, Team
Don't
Cabin.
lie to them. Don't lie to them. We did not check
Team
after
Cabin
that
for putting
first
together
initial
a
time,
high
and it
rate.
was like 2 days in that we checked, or 3. I don't
A
know.
week. It was like 5 days into the event.
No,
Oh, I'm
I
Squish.
think that's true. You are Squish. Oh, wow, you are Squish. Why were you Squish? Oh, jeez.
Because I'm winning.
Oh my
This is
gosh!
how you play. This is how you play the M56 Scorpion, by the way.
Oh, yeah? I can't
Yeah.
tell how you're playing it.
Oh, because you're not watching.
No, I'm still alive!
You should be watching me because what I'm doing is a lot more dynamic.
Mm, dynamic sounds like a fun way of saying playing in a way that probably should have gotten me killed in match, but didn't.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Didn't though.
Mm-hmm. Sure, Jan. Yeah, we need to
For the
cap.
base. What? No.
AMX 1357 has enough to destroy all of us. With every shell in his
Just because I'm a
repertoire.
one-shot, you think I should camp?
I didn't
Never.
say camp.
Never.
Never said camp. Never
We thought
said.
Cabbage had a big head before.
Right?
Post up.
Jeez. I'm gonna. Yeah, you're pretty good. You're pretty good to hide there, huh? I'm gonna support you because that's what people do. That's what good
They
friends
support
do.
each other.
Well, if I die, you know, you can
I hope
kind
you.
of. Did you say you hope I die? That's
No, I
mean.
said hope you don't die.
Oh.
Wow,
Okay. Well,
way to
it
hear,
it
like-
cut out.
Oh
It
my
literally
god!
cut out. It cut out because
But
you.
that was the first letter, the first word. That was
We
before
heard-
die.
You said I hope, and
You
then
don't.
you, and then it cut out. It literally cut out when you said don't. That's the only part that cut out.
Oh wait, where's he's getting
What?
shot from where?
This side. Absolutely.
Okay, coming.
He is there.
I picked Team's Cabbage because it had the most toxic streamer Cody Metz. Alright, I'll get on cap.
Yeah, you should get on cap. You get on cap. I am the canary in the coal mines. If I die, you know what's
Must
coming
have-
for you.
Must have looped around back east.
Possibly. Yeah. Oh, found him.
Oh, well that's not gonna help him win the game.
No!
I guess we
Well,
can
he has 12 seconds to get there, so I don't think he's gonna get it. I spam gold for haters. That's his name.
I can't bases
GGs.
for wins is my name.
GG's. What tank do you want to command Tragic in my garage? Y'all have been asking. Essentially, I'll give you guys some options. My favorite tier 10 is the T-57. My favorite tank, period, is the IS-3. My first tier 10 was the IS-7. My favorite TD right now is almost definitely the 268V4.
That 1357 did 3k damage. What a monster. And our 7032 did 4.3k damage.
Yeah. Alright, tanker. Okay. Tanker 21 222. Okay, perfect. All right, invite out.
I spam gold for haters sent me a message after the game.
Oh yeah.
He said, I picked your team. How could you betray me?
How could you betray me? No worries, G-man. No worries.
Oh yeah, does one of us need to sneeze?
You need to sneeze. I'm waiting for it.
Achoo!
Oh, oh my goodness.
Achoo!
It's already up. Jeez. Right, invite is out to Herobrand. I hope you're around. I sent you an invite.
I actually have a really big sneeze right before we started. I must have used up my sneezes for the day.
Yeah. All right, Herobrine. Doesn't seem like you're around, so I'm gonna be moving on to Furiously. Furiously. Oops, if I can type well.
Thank you for the game, by the way, Pro Nissan fan. I was using the Scorp like a light. I find personally one of my favorite things about
There
the
we go.
M56 Scorpion is late in game you can do stuff like I did where I flanked that T-32 just by getting up real close to him. And it actually works because you're fast enough to get away with it. So, by the way, folks, improved rotation mechanism, certain vehicles, it's an absolute clutch piece of equipment. I really love it on the Scorpion.
All right, so we are going to be doing a tier 10. All right, I'm gonna pick the me tank, or the tank that I put me in.
Bring in the Conqueror Game Carrier.
Game carrier.
I'm gonna bust out the syntax since we're going to British theme.
I'm gonna break that. All right, are you guys ready? Because I'm ready. All right, tier 10. We're gonna be doing accountant. Ugh. The new Da Vinci Code. Jeez. All right.
Browser, Bounty RM, bond vents for maximum traverse speed. Yeah, true. I actually run. I run turbo invert. Oh no, sorry, I don't have my M56. I have to remember when I run on my M56. It's not all for traverse speed,
Jeez.
but a little bit just to help you go kart around the heavies late game is a lot of fun. And if you get some of the super heavies, you can actually get so low on them they can't shoot you, which is hilarious. The Japanese heavies in particular, one of my favorite things when they were really strong was to like drive up right next to that Oho and just laugh as I penned him from the flat side and he couldn't do anything to me. 6-year kid says RNG has been absolutely terrible the last 3 months. First win take 6, 9, or even 11 games, no win streaks, win rate going down fast. What happened 3 months ago in the game? Nothing happened that should be causing those kind of stat changes.
We didn't
Is your
change
name
that.
game the same as it is in Twitch?
Code does not work for me. It should. Should. Did you type it correctly? The last 4 digits are always going to be numbers. Worked?
Oh,
Okay.
lady meets the code? Nice. Yeah, the two biggest issues we have with the code not working, when the code is working, is people accidentally add a space after the code, or they are not on the NA server. Those are our number 1 and our number 2 issues.
Yeah, if you copy and paste it, you always have to delete the space afterwards, because for some reason, when you copy and paste from like Twitch or something, it puts a space at the end. It's super weird. I don't know why. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Says not a bad arty map. No, Parkrovka.
Nope.
Definitely not a bad arty map. Not a bad
Goodness.
syntax map either. I can actually play the hill.
This is probably not a good map for me, you know.
It's not.
It's not the best map for me.
I mean, you can still. You just gotta find your push
time to roll out.
Pushing across the top of the hill or through the forest in the west at the right time can still be a big win.
Yeah, true. Go to the bushes. That's what I'm doing. That's like the only thing I can do.
So another tank that the turbo has revitalized for me, the Syntax. Having that extra acceleration really helps getting to those good hold down positions.
JJX says, does everyone get a code named after them? Not everyone. Generally, I try to get people who got top chatter. So, I Nightbot tracks people's chat engagement. So, you know, you gotta be engaged in chat.
Gotta be a top chatter.
Chit chat, you know?
Are you a top chatter? Are you a top enough chatter to be a top chatter?
Ah, jeez, that was bad. I got dispoted.
One of our
Ouch.
tracks was damaged. Why'd we
Ew.
stop? Oh, the track.
Oh, well, luckily my track didn't actually go down, but...
Zircon used almost exclusively for ramming fools. Used what? Sorry? I mean, ramming is fun.
Ramming is super fun. That's,
Oh,
I believe ramming things is what, Commander AF really likes to do. She, she tries to ram everything in every tank she has. It's...
Actually,
it's kind
I
of
have
endearing.
I have not given the E50M a real shot recently. Since the buffs and the turbo, it might be really fun with those.
Oh.
I'll have to give the E50M a run here soon.
A ram only mode? That'd be really
Tank
interesting.
sumo wrestling.
Ooh.
I've seen her ram an arty with a light tank and die. I mean, who hasn't? Come on. Especially the GW100, right? Who hasn't rammed a GW100 and died?
Making Swiss cheese. What's your favorite voice line that you did?
That's a good question. I really enjoyed some of the references that we did.
Yeah.
Like I did the Fast and Furious, some Fast and Furious references that I think were really funny. I don't know. Chat, do you have any voice line in mind you've really enjoyed so far?
Yeah. Yeah, what are your guys' favorite voice lines?
I did a lot of Blues Brothers references that I hope people catch.
You keep bringing that one up. You're just like, I did a lot of...
Use the most. There are more Blues Brothers references in my lines than there are normal lines.
Really?
Hold on to your
That's
butts.
hilarious.
It's a good one.
Yeah, that's pretty
Our Blessed
pretty
Lady of
funny.
Acceleration, Don't Fail Me Now, is
Ooh, yeah.
very
That's a good one, actually. I really like that one, too. I have you now.
Yeah. I did We're on a Mission from Serb instead of We're on a Mission from Guy.
I snuck my, what's it called? Oh, jeez. Star Wars reference in there. It was a simple reference, but I feel like it was worthwhile.
Oh, I did. I think I had one Star Wars reference. I think I did the "You May Fire When Ready" in Tarkin's voice, or my poor imitation of Tarkin's voice. Mr. Gunn says, "I like Cabbage Mash Cokes. I want to hang Sircon from the ceiling." I meant like Spider-Man. I said I want to see Sircon hang from the ceiling of his own volition. Was the unimplied or the unmentioned context of that conversation? Oh, I'm never gonna live that one down.
No, you're never gonna live that one down ever.
Sircon did send over his NA clan to join my team, so
Did he?
So yeah, the NA Circ folks were
funny.
on Team Cab.
Nice.
At least the ones I ran into. I appreciated that.
Yeah.
Why no game sound?
Why no?
Collusion.
There are definitely game sounds. I'm hearing them.
Yeah, I don't know if it was collusion. It was I think Sircon was like Cabmec is like low rent Sircon, so
What? Just say
sign up
low
for it if
rent?
you can't get Sircon.
Low rent Sircon? What?
Discount Sircon.
Discount. That's the word you're looking for.
No, low rent is basically another way of saying it.
I've always heard it as discount.
Dingy apartment.
Dingy apartment Sircon. Jeez. My goodness. Y'all. I can't hit this Kanonen. Or this K-Panzer. It's not a Kanonen.
At this 113 while jumping down the cliff. I'm very impressed with myself. Especially because it's going to give me an advantage in this 1v1 we're having.
Nice. Tallyho says, I'm going to put my Tragic Commander in my Yag Tiger when I get it. Nice. It's always good to put us in new lines. It's worthwhile.
To be honest, I'm a little disappointed. I was
Why?
just about to do that. He even goes kill steal.
Let's see. You know, you guys can't hear it. You guys can't hear it, but I do have a cat that's outside my room who's meowing.
Robert
He's
says,
very upset.
oh yeah. D. Bradley Breaker for voice lines. He does all the clones in Clone Wars.
Oh,
Yeah, that would be a nice little sneaker. We did do something with John St. John, who I believe is the voice of
Duke
Duke.
Nukem?
Yeah. That was fun.
He voiced the pirate voiceover for World of Warships
Right.
for the Talk Like a Pirate Day, but they kept it in, so you know, I think that's pretty cool. I think that's dope.
Also, Chuck Norris. Yep, true.
Hey guys, I made it to top 3. I can't be too upset about it, you know?
Podium. That comic of the guy celebrating really hard and like biting the metal, and then it pans back out and you see that he's 3rd place on the podium.
Yeah. That's definitely me. Someone should make that, but me. Oopsie. I just knocked over a thing. That's not good.
Guthmold says, how great was clicking a button every 60 minutes for 10 days? So it felt like, if you guys have ever watched Lost, where they have to keep entering the code to stop something from happening and they don't know what. Yeah, Guthmold. That's exactly what it was. Except I knew what would happen, and what would happen is I would get angry messages. Especially the last Saturday was actually my nephew's first birthday party, and I missed the first hour. And I had some angry messages.
Oh no. Well, there's their yay.
Explain how important it was that you press this button in a video game. I did. I had to impress.
Very important.
That. I might replace Chuck with cabbage. How do you feel about the STB1 cabbage? I enjoy it. It's a nice little tank.
Oh gosh.
We're covering for them, but not very well. We fixed the track. We have the track back on. Let's go.
Speaking of STB1s, that one's about to ruin my day.
Oh no. Oh, there's their K-Panzer. Ow!
No. The T-95 was on the hill. Oh, he's dead now. Okay, cool. Rip, tragic.
Can we mute Chuck? I mean, I don't think so, actually.
So, is any word on when Crew 2.0 changes? There will be a sandbox for them before.
Yeah.
Before
I believe
they go.
It's gonna be the sandbox after the current one because that's check the article, guys.
Yeah,
it says it.
Might be already before Crew 2.0.
Let's see. I thought it was Crew 2.0 with so the test schedule goes like this. These are the opportunities you're able to try out during the sandbox tests. This list is far from complete, which is decreased damage from HE shells, reduced artillery stun time, more discernible tracers of arty shells, and arty lamp, which is a new feature that informs a player when an enemy SPG has fired, and revamped 2.0. So those are all going to be within... So this sandbox timeline says February through March. So you guys have some, a bunch of stuff coming up. A bunch of stuff coming up for the sandbox. And I'll, yeah, Black Void has, replaced Cabmech. Cabmech, what happened? What happened to your, what happened to your camera? I've come to realize it's hard to play the game and have the audio up on the stream. Yeah, probably because you hear my, you're probably hearing my, like, Sixth Sense and stuff. Who's deleted. I did not hear a single change listed that was an improvement. I mean, like, none of these changes are final, Mark. You gotta go test them. And realistically, some of the things that our devs are focusing on changing, like the crew, is to make it easier for people to get into the game. Because right now, our crew system is absolutely ridiculous. I don't really know too many games. Like, I know some people try out new builds, but the thing is, like, leave crews alone. Why though? Why our crews are so difficult to manage? They're so difficult to manage. Like, if you tell a new player you're gonna have to retrain your crew every single time you get a new tank to the new tank, or you tell them that they're gonna have to retrain every time they unlock a perk, that's I feel like that's not great. It's not hand-holding mechanics, guys. It's really not. Like, you guys are probably used to the crew system. Absolutely. But the thing is, having to like train something like what is it? Having to work for our crews though. Except part of the sandbox testing is making sure that the transition for people with good crews isn't lost. That's the biggest thing. It's not that hard of a system. Except it shouldn't be confusing in the first place, is what I'm saying.
Hello?
Hey, welcome back. What happened?
I don't know. I'm back
You
now.
disappeared. Try explaining it to a new user. Yeah. How is it
It's-
confusing? Because you have to train skills like repair and then reset it and then train it back up if you want to replace it with a skill. Or, sorry, because skills and perks are different. You want to retrain a skill so that way you can replace it with a perk. So that way you don't have to, true, you don't. But the thing is, to get a skill that's worthwhile to have first, absolutely. Absolutely you do. Especially if you're if you want to train like repairs and then you need Sixth Sense, are you going to train the whole of your second skill and then reset it and then get it?
Macadoo says it's not confusing in the first place. It makes complete sense. I brought tons of recruits, and now one is at a hard time. He says, maybe it's a personal disagreement, Macadoo, but we've done a lot of research on this. And one of the most confusing things for most new players is the crew system.
Yeah.
I think if most of us are honest with ourselves, there's a lot of little chips and tricks to crews in World of Tanks that we've gotten used to now, but we probably didn't know for a while.
Wait, what? I do that for BIA. Train repairs, then reset. Exactly. Why should people, in order to really maximize their crew, have to do that? That's a terrible. I feel like that's not a great system at all. It doesn't make sense to new players.
It's not intuitive. It's very much not intuitive. I know that people don't like change, and when you get used to something, it's hard to see it. But I think if you're honest and you really try and approach the system, like understanding the system from back when you first started, and a lot of us have been playing this game for 10 years, it probably wasn't the most intuitive experience, right? Really think it was simple to have to transfer crews between tanks and prioritize certain types of. We don't even tell you on the screen that certain types of skills apply at 70% and some don't take effect till 100%.
Yeah.
And it's all stuff you have to learn from other players or reading guides and stuff. It's a complex system. It's ideally it would have been a little more intuitive from the beginning, but here we are. World of Tanks is still thriving 10 years into its existence, and we're still trying to make the onboarding process for new players more user-friendly.
Let's see. War Daddy, I can't find you in-game. What's your in-game name?
Also, the crew meta hasn't changed in a really long time, which is kind of the same thing with the equipment 2.0. There's a hope that we might be able to make some other skills relevant. We might be able to just shake it up because right now everyone does
Yeah.
the same things.
No, definitely when the Sandbox comes out, try it out before you make any. Cuban. Okay, you spelled Cuban wrong in your thing, but that's okay. I was gonna try and see if it was Cuban, but
Coming down.
I've definitely had someone whose name was literally gibberish. So
Yeah, I mean I think that's a cynical way of approaching it. But you could call it dumbing down. I would argue that a lot of the current complications that are being dumbed down are themselves
Necessary.
not particularly well thought out.
Yeah.
Like, something complicated doesn't mean smart, I guess would be my
Yeah.
counterpoint.
Yeah. Current crew system fun. Which is fair, but the thing is, it's still not intuitive. Just because some people were able to learn it and have no guys, wait until Sandbox, but the other thing is nothing as far as we know in game will change. It'll still have separate crew when they're in game. It's just that when you're not in game, when you're working on adjusting your crew or whatever, training them up in your garage, they're going to be simplified essentially down to like just the commander.
I would say, yeah, and let's for now let's stick to that. Right now we have the HE Sandbox going on. Until we have the Crew 2.0 Sandbox, having the discussions about it are they're going to be uninformed. Even on our side, we don't know everything that's going to be included in the Sandbox ultimately. So let's wait and see what the Sandbox looks like, and we'll talk about it then, I promise. All right, Cuban wants to go tier 9. You're going to play T30 again?
Yeah. What else would I play?
I don't know.
Something other than the T30? No.
What's up with the HE Sandbox client? There's hardly any sand. Have you not gotten Overlord on Beach yet?
I mean, I'm gonna say I don't agree that it's dumbing it down. I think it's making the game more accessible because after being, with a 10-year-old game, you gotta make sure any new players generally don't have to have, the world's most confusing time learning how to train your crew. It should be relatively simple. It's not dumbing it down, it's simplification.
I mean, one man's simplification is another man's dumbing down.
I guess. Okay. But I feel like there's
the tanks isn't any danger of being oversimplified.
No.
Personally. I don't think that's a big issue for us. I understand somebody just mentioned a comment about EverQuest. I totally understand what you're saying. I totally myself am anti-casual in a lot of ways. I still miss team damage, to be honest. But
really, why?
Because it makes the game more hardcore. But
why?
Here's the problem. We want to make the game more inviting for new players. We still see a lot of new players and still expect a lot of new players. And we hope that this change will allow us to keep more of those new players around. So that is where we're heading. I mean, you're more than welcome to share your feedback. If you do have feedback that stuff you don't like about it, please try and pick specific stuff you don't like, because otherwise it's not that actionable.
Yeah.
But that, just so you know, that's the purpose behind it. And as I said before, and this is something I firmly believe, complicated does not mean smart. There are a lot of complicated things in this world that are not smart at all. If you don't believe me, you've never worked on an Italian sports car.
I mean, Brett, that's actually really good feedback, because you told us what you don't like, but you told us what you do like. This isn't the fix needed. Better to leave crew training intact and leave the training to 3 different tanks. That is fantastic feedback. You have no idea. Do you want to know why? We know what you like, and we know what you don't like. That is way better than just saying the whole thing is just bad. Because we don't, like... Which parts of it do you like? Which parts of it do you not like? We need very specific, not incredibly specific. Like, just say, okay, I don't like this part. I do like this part.
I mean, the more specific, the better.
Add 6 cents to default skill? Absolutely. That is fantastic. That is great feedback, because that is a huge problem at lower tiers. Definitely. Agreed. Og, if you're just gonna spam, unfortunately, you're gonna get timed out. I don't like artillery? Fair, fair. But the thing is, artillery is very ingrained in the way that the in-game ecosystem works. The match ecosystem.
Hey guys, the game's 10 years old already. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I do understand and share many of the frustrations with Artie, including the GW Tiger that just hit me for 534 damage.
Ow.
The driver's injured.
I'm not happy about that, but
Yeah.
my personal opinion on Artie aside,
jeez.
it's not getting removed from the game. That's not even a serious proposal at this point.
We've lost a track.
Yeah.
We're stuck here.
The GW will rolled, yeah, right? I'd be dead otherwise.
Rework RNG. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that's like out of the cards, but I think that would be really interesting. We've definitely quote unquote reworked RNG previously, so it's not like it couldn't happen again.
Or chances many people need Artie to play the game. It's just a fact. Yeah, and in some cases that's very literal. So to tell chat a story. Are you guys familiar with the Can-Ams? Those things, they're like motorcycles, but they're more like snowmobiles with wheels. They have two wheels in front, one wheel in the back. So when I first started seeing them, I was a bit of a motorcycle riding snob. I wouldn't wave at them. Until I met a guy who was a disabled Iraqi war vet, and that was his only way to ride. And now I wave at every single one. Because you don't know that person. And I promise you, there are a lot of people who playing artillery in World of Tanks is maybe their only opportunity to play a competitive multiplayer game. And I think it's actually really cool that there is a class available for people like that. And I've met a lot of them. My personal frustrations aside, you know, have some respect for your fellow man. It's a sign of maturity.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I won't rage when I get triple RD'd and blow.
I was gonna say, you've definitely raged at Artie, so it's not like we're immune to frustration and rage. It's just that, you know, redirect that somewhere else.
Well, yeah, and just like at some point you gotta accept reality. Like,
Yeah.
Artie's not going anywhere. Me.
If you're triple Artied, you are the best target at hand. Essentially, the only time
I hit that AMX 1390 for 950 damage with my derp gun right after complaining about Artie.
Oh no. Oh no. What is the weekly watcher code? Well, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you. It's always in the same place every single time. It's always in the same place. It's never gonna change. Funnel it into cream corn. Exactly. Exactly. What's up, Jetjutsu? How are you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
Play
John, I
Artie
love
until...
your Discord avatar, by the way. Idiot Spark said, yeah, don't bring up game problems. The devs brilliant. I don't think we're saying don't bring up problems. I just think that if your problem is Artie shouldn't exist, then like that question has been decided at this point.
Yeah.
They injured our driver.
There's not too much else to do about that, so
It's,
unfortunate, but
if you have
true.
feedback on ways to improve Artie mechanics, that is actually something
Yeah.
we're working. There's going to
Agreed.
be some Sandbox changes
What do
coming.
you do
in the
with the
future.
weekly watcher code? If you go to the premium store, there is a nice code place that you can input it into. Oopsies. Oh jeez. I should have died. Oh,
Sharp Fire said I like the event. I don't know what it is called, but I know what tier 10 to go after now. Team Clash.
Team
Sharp Sharp.
Clash. Yeah.
Glad to hear that those rental tanks helped you find one to push for. And Spark said, I think already should be changed, but working with Freeze to do anything. We actually have some already changes coming up on the Sandbox in the near future.
Oh no. Oh no. And
Get at it! Everybody out!
So keep an eye out for those.
what do we think of the new... I haven't been able to play it, Scary Pillow.
Harry says, will we be able to remove the BB tanks from a carousel at some point? The remove option is grayed out currently. Yeah,
They'll
so
go
BB
away.
tanks will be removed by a micro patch at some point in the next 6 days. That's the timeline. Not sure exactly when it's going to happen. And one thing to note, all equipment you have mounted to those tanks will be automatically removed when the tank gets removed and sent to your depot. Yes, Naybody, I anticipated that question. There's your answer.
88 Sparks says, Cody talked about them and said the changes, he said won't change anything. Well, for one, try out the
Pretty much.
test. For two, the idea with HE changes is to make sure that HE is still viable for the tanks that, utilize it. But the other thing is essentially making sure that the way that the mechanics work makes sense. And it will absolutely make a difference.
Darcimus, my understanding is no cost if it happens automatically.
Yeah. Definitely play the Sandbox. I mean, like, I'm not gonna force you, and I can't force you to play the Sandbox, but I highly recommend that you guys play the Sandbox. Don't just, accept what other people say, because I feel like if you just accept the things that people say, you're not going to make decisions that are good for you. So...
Wolfspawning. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna read the same thing, but you go.
Wolfspawning mechanic make HE better than heat for the FE 4005. I just spoke with the PDM about that specific issue today, and my understanding is that vehicles that are built to depend on HE, which I would expect to include the 4K5, are going to have slightly different rules. I'm not sure exactly what those look like, but stuff like the KV2, the M4 Sherman, I would anticipate the 4K5 are not going to work exactly like the HE for the smaller counter guns. I'm not sure exactly what it will look like yet, but keep an eye out.
Rockin', I'm pretty sure that 88 Sparks was talking about the HE rework, not the crew one. But I will read out Rockin's comment. Cody Menz did not speak against Crew 2.0. He's actually a very vocal advocate for it, which is fair. You know, I do think that, especially, like, okay, you know, you could probably... What was that? Okay.
That was awesome. I don't know what it was, but it was awesome.
Yeah. But no, guys, for Crew 2.0, we don't know everything that's going to happen with Crew 2.0 in the Sandbox. Please, you know, check out the Sandbox when it does happen, because the things that technically we do know that were leaked isn't everything. It really isn't everything. So, you know, judging based on very few details that were leaked is probably not a good way to make choices for you guys. You know, like, if you look at, like, very small set of rules with the changes, you're not seeing the whole picture, you don't fully have everything that's gonna happen, and that will definitely skew your opinion. So, like, I just am telling you guys, just Sandbox. Play the Sandbox. Once the Sandbox comes around, if you play the Sandbox and you do this stuff with your crews, and you're still just like, man, this sucks, please tell us which part sucks. If you don't like the fact that, you know, it you know, this or that, tell us. Don't just say the whole thing sucks. Especially since guaranteed and I've seen it, you guys in chat are saying the part that I like the most is blank. And usually it's the part about 6 cents or being able to use, one crew for multiple tanks. Fantastic. Don't say the whole thing sucks. Just tell us which parts you want to keep. So.
And I would say, like, on that note, like, I think we're going to put a moratorium for talking about Crew 2.0 on the stream until, because at this point, until we have more details, it's all speculative.
Yeah.
Anyway. So we're happy to talk about HE right now, but we'll save Crew 2.0 for the Crew 2.0 sandbox.
I'm really interested in the HE changes, because, like, encourage camping. Why, though? Essentially,
the argument would be that super heavies can hide, hold down, and not feel like they have a timer on them to push.
I mean, you can still do damage to a super heavy tank. You just have to actually aim at their weak points still. So if you're looking, so let's say, oh gosh, I don't have a super heavy, I guess.
I think it's a valid concern, at least.
It's a valid concern, for sure.
One of the things I would look out for.
But the thing is, okay, so, HE, as it currently works, is essentially when HE hits the outside of your tank. Here, I'll open up this. When HE hits, it hits the outside of your tank, and it makes a little ball. That is the shrapnel that explodes from your HE shell. So it's a ball, and essentially, if it hits the front of your tank, the thinnest part of your armor that ball touches, straight lines outwards. So theoretically, if it hits the front of your chieftain, it's going to go down into the top of your hull. So it's going to go downwards because this is the thinnest armor. So if that's the thinnest armor, then, you're taking like 200 damage because someone hit you in front of your turret, which doesn't quite make sense in some ways. However, with the HE changes, if someone hits you on the front of your turret, it's not going to do that anymore. Essentially, it's going to hit the front of your turret. It's still going to do some damage because the spalling is on the inside. It's going to be on the inside. So the inside is where the damage happens. So it's the difference between it finding the thinnest part of your armor versus finding and hitting exactly where you fired it. So you're going to fire it here, and it's going to do damage on the inside. So it's going to go inside your tank. It's going to go inside your tank. I do have events on the wrong slot. Whatever. But yeah.
Said the KV2 and Sandbox don't do almost any damage to turrets. So my understanding, RGM, after talking to the PDM today, is that there will be special considerations for vehicles like the KV2 that I don't believe are implemented yet.
Yeah.
I will try and confirm that. But
what if the black
KV2 and Sandbox might not be the KV2 we'll see in the final version?
What if the blast radius had fall off? Except that was the last sandbox that we did, guys! That was literally the last sandbox we did. In the last sandbox we did, the explosion was still on the outside, but it lowered as it went out. And nobody liked that. Nobody liked that because they said that they didn't like the way that it worked and that HE was just dead. And, we scrapped those ideas. And so, yes, like that would totally makes sense is damage drop off at the further parts of the blast radius, but no one liked that. No one liked that.
Next up on the platoon?
We don't have time enough for another platoon.
Oh dang, it's 5:58, right?
Yeah.
So I did see. So somebody said, of course, they're going to rush and bias the KV2. Theoretically, what I mentioned about the KV2 should also affect tanks like the T-49, the M4 Sherman with the 105, the Panzer 4 with its own derp, all those vehicles in the 4K British TD. I believe all of those are lumped into that category.
Objects? So, guys, with the way that HE is going to work, so tracks act as spaced armor. Let's say this is 10 millimeters of spaced armor. Well, let's just say this is 10 millimeters. If your armor on the other side is 40 millimeters, so 10 plus 40, if the penetration of your HE shell is 30, you're gonna pen that first layer, but you're not gonna pen the second layer.
Because the value gets subtracted from the shell pen, so the odds
Yes.
of penning once it goes through the space are
Yeah.
pretty low in most cases.
It's gonna act like a normal AP shell. If you hit tracks, it'll go through, but if it doesn't hit the hull, it's not gonna do any damage. But if you do hit the hull, then you'll do damage. Angling doesn't matter.
How's it going, Jimmy Crib?
Angling,
So
actually
the point of
don't know
impact,
that.
the
But
point of impact
yeah.
is the important thing. So
Yeah.
somebody asked if will we see more module and crew damage. That theoretically, from the way it's currently described, you will have the ability to do more module and crew damage by aiming for vital points on the tank, which is theoretically one of the things that is actually not necessarily a nerf for HE. Because once you start to learn where to shoot certain tanks, you might be able to start to really more effectively cause some critical hits.
Nothing pens. A lot of time when people shoot the EBR, so let me pull up my EBR actually. I think I have the EBR. So, whoop. So
RD changes are going to be separate changes. These are only for normal things.
look where the hull is. A lot of times, so there's like probably about 30% of that wheel that doesn't cover hull. And on top of that, so like, let's look at this side. That is an extra, like, chunk of the hull that you don't see. So that's like, the where the hull is, you need to hit the hull. So if you're hitting the wheel down here, you're not going to do any damage, but you're going to pen. You're going to pen. It's going to tell you that you penned the shot, but it's not going to do any damage because you didn't hit the hull. In fact, that most of the time, like, even when you look at the back wheel, if you look at the back wheel, look how much of the wheel sticks out that isn't part of the hull. Look at this. That is like 60% of the wheel that does not see, that protects, it protect, because there's nothing there. There's no hull to hit there.
Jimmy said, did previous HE mechanics use raw armor, effective armor stats? I believe raw, Jimmy. So what they did is they created a sphere, an AoE sphere, and then the point of armor that was the weakest that the sphere touched is where the calculation happened.
I'm not saying that the wheeled vehicles are balanced, but I'm also not saying that the wheels are impenetrable. It's just that the wheels, a lot of times when you hit the wheels, you're not actually going to be hitting the tank. Like, 30% of that wheel is nothing.
Yeah. Well, wheeled vehicles are their own
Say hi to
problem
Jasper.
in and outside of HE. Thank you all for stopping by. We'll be back next Tuesday at 4 p.m. Central. We will, of course, have streams every weekday now. So I believe tomorrow we have a Get Good with Jambi John.
Yes, we do.
So keep an eye on the schedule for that. I hope you all have a good week. I hope you all enjoy your Team Clash commanders.
Yes.
And yeah. And go check out the Sandbox if you haven't yet.
Yes, please check out the Sandbox. Outside of that, give me one moment and we will do a raid. Just give me 1 second to make sure I can see who is online and available to raid. Alright, we are going to be raiding Supernova. So please give him a warm Sherman Gang welcome. Ask him where he put his commander and what tanks he put his camo on. Other than that, streams later this week. Check the schedule. Bye, everybody.
Catch you later, folks.